What's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be trying some Mardu Humans, because we haven't played Humans in a minute. And some people have been questioning, like, are Humans playable? Are Soldiers playable? So we're at least going to give them a chance today and see what we can do. And there's some fun interactions here that we want to talk about. So getting into it, we do have Recruitment Officer because, well, this is one of the few ways to draw cards, so we kind of wanted that. We are playing some Veteran Survivors as well, just as a good catch-all to deal with some of those graveyard-based decks. There is one Kellen in the list, just kind of, it's a good recursion card to get later because of the double strike, but this could maybe end up being another veteran when it's all said and done. We do have Cathar Commando. This is actually just a good all-around card, and again, if we can use it multiple times, that's great. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Coppercoat Vanguard obviously pumps our team and gives our stuff wards, so we don't hate that. Guardian of New Benelia. This is one of the cards that actually can do a lot of work for us. One, it can scry to get us extra cards. It can let us attack through bigger things, which is pretty big. And just being able to discard to protect it lets you protect against some of the sweepers that are out right now. So, good all-around card, probably a bit underplayed lately. Sheltered by Ghost, because this is just if you're playing creatures that need removal, this is the card most of us are playing these days. We do have a couple of copies of Inti, Seneschal of the Sun. I think this is actually just really good for even letting something like your Guardian New Benelia trample sometimes. It can help us dig for a card if we're looking for something. And we're getting to play Jarina, Dauntless General. Now, this is a thing that people aren't playing too often, but again, gets rid of graveyards, and again, it's redundant. Protection for your board, even beyond the Guardian of Benelia, to deal with some of those sweepers. A little bit harder to cast because it does need black mana as well as white, but we do have a lot of ways to solve for that in our mana. Alesha, Who Laughs at Fate. Now, this is actually really good because when we're talking about having something like a Cathar Commando that we can get back multiple times, right? Or Jarina that we can just keep our board protected. Like, these are really good plays we have access to, and being able to just get those back every turn is super big. Of course, Animal Call. This is also really good, right? We want to make a bunch of tokens, just put more pressure on our opponent. No surprise, we've seen this card a lot. And then a card I think people kind of forgot got reprinted in Foundations, but Halana and Elena Partners. Now, this is 4 mana, but we only have 2 of them, and we are playing Mana Light. We're on like 22 lands. But this is a late game card. Shouldn't be too difficult to cast, and it's a 2/3 with First Strike and Reach, which is important. And it could pump up the rest of our team, because if this is already getting pumped by something like Coppercoat Vanguard or gets a counter from Inti or whatever the case may be, then you're talking about having some really good, large, hasty creatures. So lots of cool interactions going on here that should work pretty well for us. Now, if you do like this and you've been wanting to play Humans, you don't know the drill, watch as much as you can of the video because that really helps the channel out a lot. But at the end of the video, if you do want to download it, they'll have a link that'll take you right over to Moxfield, the channel sponsor where we host all of our decks, so you can download them from Arena and try them. And if you want to get any cards, any supplies, anything related, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. It's toamagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN, and it'll save you 5% on all the stuff you put in your cart on their website. And you'll be supporting the channel while saving money. All right, let's go see if we can overrun some opponents in some fast games with these Humans. All right, we'll try to make this work. And then, of course, we're playing Coppercoat Vanguard next turn. Unless we get batted. Well, I don't know. They'll probably take our Sheltered by Ghost just the same. Though that being said, if you have, like, Liliana here, then it's probably worth it to take my Coppercoat Vanguard. Let me Sheltered by Ghost your bat. And then I sacrifice my creature and you get my bat. You get your bat anyway to take something else. But this is a good example of, like, the difference of being on the play or the draw is pretty huge there. Because if we were on the play, we'd already had Coppercoat down and be able to do some other stuff, which would have been pretty big. And unless we find a 1-drop thing, we're not going to be able to get 2 creatures down. We do have a lot, but we got to draw them, you know? 1 mana thing would be huge here, though. Come on, 1 mana Deuter. Ah, you are not it. But I'm going to go for Alesha here. Alright, because I just felt like if they had it, we're just forcing them to play the removal, and that's okay. Like, we could live with that outcome. Alright. I mean, they're obviously playing a lot of... If you're down to playing Fell, you are playing just a ton of removal, right? We know that at this point.
No more distractions.
Alright, you got it. Oh, there's the dude now. That's not the time we were looking for that. Now, I could have attempted to Sheltered by Ghost Liliana there. The problem, though, there is if they do come up with the removal, then they get the Liliana back, and then we lose our creature anyway. So I'd rather just discard, like, a thing here and just figure out the situation as it goes. That is a big problem, though. So now we have to get rid of Alesha. That sucks.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Alright, that's not terrible, at least. An opponent is top decking currently. Not for very long, because even if they just go swamp, swamp, I don't know how many turns we're going to have. But at least Commando can get rid of the Virtue of Persistence. And a Shieldred. Great. That might set us up for some future efforts, but not yet. Halana and Elena, where are you? You'd be so big right now. That is not it. So what is there even to do? We like NT, I guess. Discard this. Really just looking for some answers, you know? That ain't gonna cut it. Man, this sucks when you know you have 7 or 8 answers and just can't draw one. Like another Sheltered by Ghost would be fine. Like, we have so many things. Yeah, that's fine. We're not worried about that. Would you like to attack? Nope, they wouldn't. Alright, let's just kill that. Now, there is some good news here. Well, that's definitely not it. Let's enlist, attack. Okay. Not totally what we're looking for, but I'll take it. All right. I was going to say, if you're not blocking, you're attacking, right? It's one or the other. All right, we're down to 11. Get to play this. We're going to still do our enlistment shenanigans. Though, gaining life here is kind of big. And I don't know how long we have it, because the next removal spell is obviously going to target that. Alright, here it comes. Though, maybe they want to kill Animpakal now, though. I don't know. Like, that could be real. Alright. Attack with this and this. Alesha and Sheltered by Ghost. Those are good to have on top. I'll take both of those, I guess. Alright, we'll discard. And the turn? Oh, is that a sweeper? Oh, it's just another Shieldred. Okay, that's fine. I think we're good now. Whew. That took a lot of work to get where we are, let me tell you. Okay, everybody's coming in. We know Alesha's on top. We want that anyway. Alright. End the turn. We should be okay, because even if there's a sweeper, we protect the Guardian. We're going to keep it. But I don't know how I'm going to play this. That was a tapped land, and it was a maze. Oh, so this is just weird elves. This is going to be a problem. Human. Let's go ahead and play this, because I think we're going to need to punch past some elves. The good news is, though, opponent generally doesn't want to block with their elf lords, so we have that going for us. We need to draw a 1-mana dude here is what we need. So that we can force the issue on more things. That's not it. Ugh. Well, what are our other options? I mean, I guess we just play this. Attack with the Guardian. Man, they have so much mana, though. Man, as much as I like Alesha, it just doesn't do anything here. I mean, I guess technically it first strikes, but yeah, if they have the cards they need, we're going to be in trouble anyway. We need to be able to remove something. We need to be able to get more creatures. Like, have bigger bodies. We got to do something. Yep, that's not good. I mean, at least those are only 3/3s, so we can run into those. But next turn, they're going to get to do whatever they want here. Kellen, you are not the card we were looking for, friend. I mean, we definitely attack with this and this. Enlist this. Just another Elisha. Oh, man. Sometimes when it's not there, y'all. I think we have to get rid of it. Which is sad, but... Alright, end the turn. I mean, because I assume now you just tap in Genesis Wave? Nope, they're not Genesis Waving, so that's kind of good, right? Tyvar. Ooh, that's annoying. Wait, are they tapping down? Alright, we at least forced them to block with something. Oh, they found another creature. Oh, wait, but they had to tap, so they're still at 4 bodies, right? Okay, maybe... We have more outs than we had before. Come on. Now anything that can pump a creature is good, because we... Oh, there's so many things we could have here. Oh, why? Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst thing that could have happened. I don't even... Like, I don't even think we can win now, right? I mean, we have to just attack with everything, right? Because that's all we can do. I mean, obviously attacking with these at a minimum. Yeah, we got to attack with everything. I don't love it, but... We're probably just sacking Arena anyway. If I'm being honest. But yeah, we're at 20, so we're basically dead, right? Because, well, I don't know. Depends on how many Leaf Crown Visionaries die here. But probably none is the answer. No, they gotta have at least 1 die. But that's not enough. Yeah. That's not it. Alright. I mean, even if we sack this, the problem is they only lose 1 guy. Oh, they lose 2 guys, though, actually. Because 1 Visionary will die, leave the other one dead. Alright. That's actually not terrible. If we don't do this, then opponent goes to 1. This would die, this would die, this would die. this goes to being a 4/4, so it would also die. So then they just have this and this, but then we only have a 3/2. Oh, but they could save Tyvar anyway, so that's not really a play. Yeah, all right, got to do it. The opponent's not gonna save Tyvar. Oh, wow. Wow. We got a little lucky there. Opponent definitely could have saved Tyvar and potentially put pressure on us here. Because Tyvar would have still been a 4/4. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. We're okay now. I think even keeping Tyvar, we could have jump blocked one thing. Oh, they had a backup, but it doesn't really matter. We'd have been alright. Wow, I don't know how we got away with that one, y'all. I felt like we drew so badly during this game. Yeah, opponent's just going through the motions here. Wow, crazy. I'll take it, but that's not pretty. Ah, man, I wish we would have had a 1-mana duder here. I'm going to get a little greedy. Oh, I got punished. I got max punished. Wow, that sucked. That's what I get, though. Serves me right. I deserve every bit of stupidity I'm going to have happen right now. Well, the opponent didn't have the cut down, so that's a thing. Any chance you have a tap land, opponent? Nope, no chance at all. Man, how did we not get a 1-mana thing there? Even after the mulligan. Man, that's rough. This was one of the better things that could happen to us here, because getting to hold the Arena means we at least get a counter. Ugh. Well, this isn't helping us drawing most of the same cards over and over here, but we'll see what we can do. Alright. So the good news is the opponent kind of has to have 2 removal here, because they got to get rid of Jarina first if they want to get rid of Anampakal. Man, I shouldn't have got greedy, y'all. I regret so many things. My hubris has gotten the best of me. Alright, so what are we looking to do here? We definitely aren't just running this into that, are we? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we are. Alright, I mean, I guess I will. Because then I can just play the other one. Alright, like, I don't love it, but, you know. If all we're going to do is draw Anampakals, then I guess. Alright, well, we got to try. The only thing we could do... Let's top deck Halana and Elena. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. I mean, alright. I'll hold this so maybe they spend some amount of mana to try to make us discard a card. I doubt it, though. They'll probably just kill him. Nope, they didn't kill our Anampakal here. Alright, if we get Halana and Elena, we still win. Oh, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Okay, so we attack. We'll make 4, 5, 6. Opponent will go to 2. They'll draw and go to 4. I mean, maybe since we can flash in this Cathar Commando, we could trick some things into happening here. I mean, they go to 4. Oh, Axelzotz is so bad for us. All right. So now we need a lot of things to happen. We need... Oh no, that's not true. If we could get Sheltered by Ghosts, that's good enough too here. Oh, come on, deck. Come on. Be there. Oh, that's not it. Gosh dang it. Wait, what? I don't think the opponent knows how lifelink works. Wait, even then. Yeah, I think they just saw that we have 7 creatures and they have 3 blockers. But the reality... Actually, the thing is, I probably would have still attacked with the idea that they would maybe block... Like, I would play this first just so our hand's empty and see if I could get them to block Aclazotz with the Cathar Commander. And then we would sacrifice it so they don't gain life. That was going to be my play. But I think the opponent didn't realize that, like, they would gain the life and end up at 4 effectively. And I would have lost most of my board in the process. So, yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yeah, we would have attacked and done nothing. We would have just dealt 4, they gained 4. So, yeah, that's tough. But either way, we'll take a win. But we did have an out if the opponent would have blocked incorrectly anyway. Okay, let's try it. I think I just play the Courtyard on Human to start. Like, no, I mean, we're giving away what we're doing, but it's not that big of a secret when they see Recruitment Officer, because you're doing Humans or Soldiers usually. But this isn't bad, assuming if we can draw like land, because, well, that takes that away. Whoops. Alright, well, that's good to start with. But I was thinking if we get a land, we could play 2 things next turn. And then if we get another land, then we play Helana on Helena. And then we're off to the races. But we have no such things. So we're just going to do this and pass. Which makes me sad that we missed some land drops here. And that we drew all the Jarinas. Because, like, what do we do with that? I mean, we can sacrifice them here, which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I kind of hate that. I'm just going to attack. Like, in this situation, you should almost always just block the Recruitment Officer and just force me to waste the other creature, since it's legendary. But we're still without mana, so we're just going to do this. We do get to get rid of that, which is nice. Oh, this guy lets you get free stuff? Yeah, that's not cool. Oh my gosh, we're just not going to get there. Alright, well. I mean, we're going to do what we can. Overlord, just straight up Overlord. Alright, well, that's a problem. Hey, we found manas. Look at that. So we... Oh, this sucks, because we attack, they block. Yeah. Yeah. I could just attack with Jarina, just to sacrifice her. I'd just be getting her back, though. Yeah, that's kind of a pointless attack there. Let's go ahead and just play this. In the turn. Like, in a world, I could actually get back the Coppercoat Vanguard, but under the circumstances, I think I'm better off just having Jarina here. Swarm. Alright. So now we got some Death Touchers over there. Yep, you got it. I mean, we just take it, right? Okay, it doesn't look like the opponent has cut down. So, what I think I want to do... Oh, I could also get this in the graveyard and get it back, but that feels a little risky. So I think what I'm going to do is just attack here. Get a counter on Alesha. I mean, worst case scenario, we get a little bit of life out of this. Alright. I mean, we get the first strike, so whatevs. Alright. So we get rid of two of those things. We gain a little bit of life. Play this. I mean, you know what? I could have actually just played Jarina, the third one, and then just get back Coppercoat. That might be a little bit of a mistake there. I should just be going for more damage. But we'll get a Jarina anyway. Get rid of that worm that's over there. And we get rid of their bonus Delirium. Oh, they had another Balustrade worm. Look at that. Well, now they can't really attack. That also works. All right, so let's say they have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. Take 2, 3. Yeah, not quite enough. If I would have made the Jarina play into this guy, that would have sealed it. But yeah, we're attacking. Just reusing Jarina every turn has been sick. We got rid of their graveyard when it mattered. We took away Death Touch on a thing. Like, kept our creatures from dying here. Alright. In the turn, get Jarina back one more time. No graveyard to remove. We're at 23 life, so we're not even worried about a big attack from the opponent. Yep, you have Glissa. Great. Yep. Though once I kind of realized... Yeah, there you go. That's the game. Yeah, once I realized I didn't have a removal, I think I could have safely discarded this and got it back, or just got back Coppercoat, and that probably would have been good. But I just figured, if they don't have removal, they'll only ever will have one if they top deck one, and just getting Jarina there is good enough. With them being at 4, they now have to block with everything on their turn. Like, Glissa isn't even a good block when we have Jarina, so yeah, we'll take it. This is an easy mulligan. That looks a lot better. Alright, we'll go with that. Lurker Bats. Okay, that's not terrible. So we get Coppercoat, Sheltered by Ghosts. I mean, there's some things we could do. I think for now we let them just have the life gain. We're not worried about removing those at the moment. Question is, though, do I just Coppercoat Vanguard here? Or do I go Guardian? I'd probably go Guardian. And then we'll attack. Because I feel like there's a cut down here. I dare you to try to kill that opponent. You actually went for it. Wow. I didn't think they were going to do it. I'm going to probably discard Jarina here. And then attack. Because I will trade for that if they want to trade. Yeah, we're okay with that. Which makes me feel like their hand may not be great if they're willing to sacrifice their bat there. Which could be good for us. No, that's not what we wanted them to have. We're going to lose our Sheltered by Ghost. Okay, let's at least get an untapped land here. Because then I can attack with the Guardian. Oh, they didn't. They took Alesha. Interesting. Didn't see that coming, team. That's a thing that happened. Well, I might want that later. Okay. A little bit tough now if they get their big bat or something else here. We're going to be in trouble. They have their own Sheltered by Ghosts. Great. Well, that's a double problem. Oh, they can't target our guy, though. They can target our Sheltered by Ghosts, which is funny. But they can't target the creature, at least. So that's good. We can live with that. Losing the creature would have been way more devastating. Alright, so it's 4 life swing now. Alright, well, we got to start doing what we can do. Alright. Ooh, that's gonna suck. Okay, well, it is what it is. Yep. Clock's ticking. Oh, we still didn't get there. Oh, that is brutal. Alright. I mean, I messed up. I should have just enlisted there on that attack. Because then I could possibly have scryed into something. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to keep up now. Yep. Unless we get a Sheltered by Ghost right here, I don't think we can win. Oh, we did get one, though. Okay. Because now we get to gain life. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so if they hit us now, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we would gain... That'd be 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'd be at 5. Because I'm thinking I could take their Shelter by Ghost or take their Lurker Bat. I can't take the Bat, though. I could just take the Sheltered by Ghost. Never mind. That takes away that option. Thought I was going to do something I can't really do. Alright, I guess we take one of these. Boo. Probably still the right play. Alright, so we will enlist this time. Attack with the other one. Enlist this. So we still get 11 damage out of that. Oh no. You know what? If we get nothing else, I'll take another Copper Coat Vanguard. What the hell? Right? Opponent's at 3. So now, unless they do something drastic, we will be gaining enough to compete, and we win the fight. Now, as it turns out, had I enlisted, the draw wouldn't have been any better on that previous turn, so it didn't matter. But that was a clutch Sheltered by Ghost for us to be able to win there. So, not pretty, but we'll take it. Okay. Not the fanciest start, but we will keep it. Go ahead and put that on humans and save ourselves some future decisions. I would like a 2-mana thing that's not a Sheltered by Ghost deck. Oh my gosh, you do not care at all about what I want, do you? Alright, I guess we'll attack. This little guy's probably going to get eaten. Yep, I assume some such would be the way. Yeah, we needed to get early bodies here. Unfortunately, this is not helping us. Especially because we're going to see Caretaker's Talent here. Well, Enduring Innocence, roughly the same under the circumstances. What's the plan here? What's the plan? I guess we go here. Didn't need to take a point, though. Well, let's see what they're up to. That makes sense.
We can save everyone.
This is a weird bit of, like, good news, bad news. Alright, we do this. I'm assuming there's going to be a Wrath coming at some point. But, you know. I can exile this. I can just do this. This is going to get bigger, but then they'd be able to double block. I guess I got to get rid of that. That sucks. I mean, I assume Sunfall's coming, so I mean... And our hand's not the greatest, but it's not trash either. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna mulligan this. Like, I'm just looking for stuff that's slightly more aggressive. I'm gonna get rid of the Inti. Hopefully I don't regret that. Alright. These are some cards. Gonna kill our little recruitment officer? Nope. They decided to hold judgment for the moment. Alright. So now, it's kind of like, what do we value as being more important here? I think I'm just gonna pass. Oh, they actually don't have anything. What? What was that pause for then? Damn. Well, crap. I mean, do I just go for it? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess we play this. Alright. I thought the opponent had some type of removal spell or something there. I was going to flash in Cathar Commando, but, Though now we might get Pyroclasm, so I probably should have still played Arena, but... Whatever. Like, taking the risks. We go to Ataxes? Still nothing. Wow. I'm gonna do this. Alright, well, that's sad. I think we're about to see ill-timed explosion. No, it's just a bolt wave. What? What's even happening? I'm playing around cards. I'm seeing ghosts. I'm just playing around cards that don't even exist right now. I could have played Jurino a while ago and gotten away with it. Does this get countered? Nope, they let us have it. Man, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm so lost. Alright, I guess we win. Yeah, let's keep it. Lead with this duder. No cut downs. Good to know. Doesn't mean you don't have go for the throats, though. Bat. Alright, welcome. What would you like? I mean, they might want Coppercoat Vanguard here, honestly. Alright, they took that. Not what I was sure they would take, but... I mean, it gets a little weird anyway if they have, like, Liliana next turn or whatever, but we'll see. Alright. Vanguard dead? No, there's an unstoppable slasher, though. Why can I not draw more one-mana things? So if we play another Coppercoat, They block. We lose a Coppercoat Vanguard. That's probably worth it. Alright. Because then, even if they play, like, the 2/4, the demon, like, I can at least chump block the slasher regardless, so we don't insta-die. Alright. Opponent's at 11 somehow, still. And they had it, so good call there. Yeah, of course we're going to chump block this one. Oh, back-to-back Jarinas. That's not going to be the best. Not a lot we can do with this. I think we just have to pass here. Man, we need to draw the Halana Nalena. That's what we need pretty badly here. Wow, opponent's just saying, F yo couch. Alright. Sure. I mean, we only have 11 damage, so it's still not enough. Actually, 12 damage. And then they gain 2, we lose 2. We lose 4, technically. So, next turn we're dead. Nowhere to run. Alright. Yeah, that doesn't really... What? So it would still give minus because they get to ignore the enter the battlefield target opponent. I guess. Ward abilities don't trigger. I think I have to use Jarina here. Wait, does it not still make it indestructible? And hexproof? So they couldn't target it? As though they didn't have hexproof. It doesn't matter. We weren't going to win anyway. We just top decked the land. Alright, well, GG's. Even if we'd have kept it, we weren't going to win that. That sucks. Ugh. Mulligan. I was going to say, I want to get some aggressive hands here. Not sure how much it's going to matter, but we'll see. That could be good. What if we just do this to start with? Oh, so is this some fancy cat deck, or are we just playing that in some other type of deck here? Because I don't know this answer. Alright, well, we'll attack. I'm assuming they'll block and trade for the 2/1. Then we'll play Alesha. And get back our Duder. And it's like nothing ever happened. Well, that's not suspicious at all. Alright. I mean, I'm your Huckleberry. I'm gonna attack with this. Enlisted. Attack with this. Not putting Alesha at risk till I figure out what the hell's going on here. I'll at least stick with Sheltered by Ghosts. Alright. So 7 damage coming through. Get rid of the cat. What's happening? And then nothing. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the games in this one were a little weird because I had some where if we'd have top decked several things that we needed, life would have been a lot easier, right? We had some games where it needed to draw an Inti, needed to draw Halana Lena, like just didn't get there. We also had some weird draws where we were having trouble just finding our 1-mana creatures, right? We play 8 of them, and that's so you can like early have an aggressor, force them to use removal, maybe play 2 things on turn 3, and we just had some weird draws. That being said, we still won a lot of games, so I don't want to sit here and sound like, oh, what happened? How did we not win more? But I think that is something to keep in mind. This is why I tell people when you watch video from content creators, don't just look at did something win or lose. Look at how something won or lost, right? Because we had a couple of games where we got stuck on land, opponent got stuck on land. Like some weird things happened in this video that for probably half the games probably won't happen in half or more of the games you play, right? So a little bit weird to judge this, but overall, let's talk about the things that kind of did everything we wanted, right? Cathar Commando, good. Did a few different things there. I think Kellen, just as a one of, I think it's fine. I don't know if we want more veteran survivor instead. Because the thing is, I will say, you know what? I think I am going to cut Kellen and just play an extra veteran survivor. The reason being is, if you can get this out early, especially against the blue-white decks trying to like revive Oculus or any of that stuff, it's just a good card to have. And obviously, like, Jarina can protect against sweepers, and that also removes graveyards. The problem, though, is I would like to have 1 or 2 more removal pieces, maybe even if they're just get lost. I think, because I mean, we're playing a lot of creatures. We have 34. So I feel like if we cut a Jarina, and hear me out, Jarina is a very good card. But I do believe there's a world that if we wanted to go to 61 cards, we could probably get away with that with 1 less Jarina and then just add 2 get lost. I think that's a thing you can do. Otherwise, as is, the only frustrating thing was I didn't get to show off the Halana Elena thing because I think we drew it one time and it didn't matter. And there was another time, 2 different times where we were hoping to draw it and then didn't draw it, which would have made the difference in the game. So, that's tough. I don't think... I'll say this. If you wanted to cut a Jarina also and just go to a 3rd Halana Elena, I think that's fine too. Even though we're only at 22 land, we do have ways to scry, obviously, with the Guardian Nubenalia, which I think is fine. And we do occasionally get to draw some cards with NT if we need to dig the lands. The downside is we technically only have 8 cards to support the green mana for 2, possibly 3 cards. But again, we have ways to get to it, and I think we only had 1 game, maybe 2, where we didn't have either Cavern Souls or Secluded Courtyard out. So that's a thing. If we are concerned about that, though, we could also replace 1 Plains with 1 multi-land, whatever that happens to be, right? It could be, I don't know, the green-white fast land if we wanted to. I think that's fine. Just to have access to it, because having more white obviously isn't going to affect much of anything else in the deck, but if we wanted to have the ability to play Halana and Elena, I think that's fine, more reliably. But 1 land I don't think is going to make that much of a difference for 2 to 3 copies of a card in the deck. So anyway, just wanted to talk about all that stuff because I think it is relevant. The deck was a lot of fun, though. The thing I will say, there's a lot of sequencing that matters here. Like, there were some games where, and I think I mentioned it maybe in one of them, where it's like, okay, I could attack first, then play Alesha, so they don't know we have it, and then they block, and then we get our creature back, right? Like, that's a real sequence of stuff. There's, do we put the Sheltered by Ghosts on the Copper Coat, or not the Copper, but the Guardian Nubenalia, and then just keep a card in hand to protect the Guardian, right? Like, that's a thing. Do we want to Inti first, and then wait to play our land to see what else we get? Maybe that's a thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff where sometimes you want to play it pre-combat, like Anima Call. But then, like, okay, well, if we're holding it and we think they might have a sweeper, then maybe we hold Cathar Commando. So if they do Sunfall or whatever, boom, we put that in and we're still attacking for at least 3, maybe more, if we draw like a Coppercoat Vanguard or something. So there's a lot of weird plays you got to figure out. For this just being a creature deck, there's actually a lot going on. But the cards we're going to have available here in this list are 4 Recruitment Officer, 4 Veteran Survivor, 4 Cathar Commando, 4 Coppercoat Vanguard, 4 Guardian of New Benelia, 4 Sheltered by Ghost, 2 Inti, 3 Jarina, 4 Alesha, 3 Animpakal, 2 Alana and Elena, 2 Plains, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Battlefield Forge, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 4 Cavern of Souls, and 4 Secluded Courtyard. But yeah, like I said, this was a blast, and one of many things, crazy things that you can do in Standard right now. So yeah, keep an eye on here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and check out the next video, because we've been doing a lot of crazy stuff in Standard, and if you like this, you're probably going to like that one too. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.